Saskatoon's real estate market is moving crazy fast, and if you're thinking about buying or selling, you need to hear this. Home sales are at the highest they've absolutely ever been. Inventory is down also at a record amount, creating a busy seller's market, and houses are selling above asking price. There's tons of demand and buyers are trying to get in before spring. So what does this mean for you? If you're a buyer, seller, or an investor, you're going to want to stick around to this video where I break down all of the key market stats that are happening here in Saskatoon so you know how to make the best decision for you. What's up everyone? My name is Jack Bouvier with the Bouvier Real Estate Group here at eXp Realty, helping you navigate this dynamic Saskatoon real estate market that we have. If you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to reach out to me. My contact details are in the description below, along with all my free resources on my website as well. I'd be happy to connect with you and help you achieve your real estate goals. So for the sales summary, how many sales actually happened? Well, we see here that there was 253 sales, which is a 3% increase compared to last year, and compared to the 10-year average, that's 18% more compared to the average. Since this was 2025, 2021, we saw a huge increase as well, and this is the second highest that we've seen in the past 10 years. Now for sales for each separate category, so we can see that the detached houses, there's 148 houses that sold, which is actually 1% less than last year. The semi-detached houses, there were 6 of those sales, 60% less. Row houses and townhouses, those were the most popular. There's a 40% increase compared to last year, 38% more. Apartments, there's 59 of those sales, which is 18%, and there's 1 multifamily sale. So that equals the 253 total sales, 3% overall increase. So you might be asking yourself, why are these sales so high in the middle of winter? You'd think that people would be hibernating, especially here in Saskatoon where it's freezing cold, let alone buying houses like crazy. Well, my opinion and thought on this is that with rates coming down, there's people who want to get into the market before spring blows up, because there's going to be a lot more people house shopping in the spring and there's going to be more selection potentially. So I think people want to try to get in the market before that to try to avoid the potential price increase. Just recently, I had a client go see a house, and it was right when it got listed. We offered $7,000 above asking price, and we did not get the accepted offer because someone outbid us. And obviously we don't know exactly just yet if it has gone through or not, but even with that high in demand property, first day, 7,000 above, it already was sold. So now on to the inventory story. Why are there so many few houses for sale? So looking at the inventory, there's a total of 618 homes for sale, 15% less compared to last year, and 50% less compared to the 10-year average. And with the new listings, there was 451 new listings, 20% increase and a 20% decrease compared to the 10-year average. But that means that there's still new properties coming to the market, but with the rate that there's the sales and lower amount of inventory, the new listings aren't able to keep up with the increase of sales that we're having here. So we can see here in all categories, detached, semi-detached, row townhouses, apartments, are all in the negative percentile, and they're all decreasing in compared to what we saw last year. So what's causing this lower inventory? Well, again, my opinion, I think that sellers, the ones that can wait, are waiting until spring because they think that the market at that time is going to do better and they're going to be able to get more for their property, which might be the case. Seasonally in history, that has tended to be the case, where springtime is a popular, common, high in demand time to sell a property. So that is logical thinking. However, right now we are seeing that quote unquote spring market where there's tons of demand, lots of buyers looking, properties are selling within days above asking. There's not a lot of options to choose from right now for buyers. So if you do list your house, you are kind of standing outside of the crowd if you obviously market and price your property correctly. But that's kind of where we're sitting, and that's, I think, one of the main reasons why we're not getting a whole lot of inventory right now. And for those sellers who did buy in the pandemic, where with the very, very low interest rates and they don't have to renew their mortgage, well, they're probably wanting to just hold and hang tight on that interest rate that they got rather than refinancing or selling and buying a new house at a higher interest rate. Now, onto the pricing picture. Where are prices at now and where are they projected to go this year? Well, in Saskatoon, our current benchmark price is $403,000 and $400,000, which is a 7.4% increase compared to what we saw last year. In December, the benchmark benchmark price was $395,000. That's already an $8,000 increase compared to last year. Now, if we're looking at the benchmark price in each different category, we can see that detached houses, the benchmark price is $463,000, up 9% compared to last year. Semi-detached houses, they're at $403,000, 9% increase from last year. Row townhouses, $334,000, up 8%. And apartments, surprisingly, $242,000 benchmark price, up 13% compared to last year. So as we can see here with the residential months of supply and the benchmark price, the months of supply is still quite low compared to the overall 10-year average. Seasonally, it's a tad bit higher compared to, say, the spring market, but overall, the trend is going downwards, and we can see here the price just continues to go up and up and up. And yes, there's going to be those seasonal dips here and there, but overall, with where the market and overall economy here in Saskatoon, the strong resources that we have, and who knows if our country has to utilize the natural resources that we have here, then I think Saskatchewan's positioned quite well to be at the forefront of those sectors with oil and gas, forestry, uranium, potash, mining, natural resources, tech, manufacturing, all those areas we're quite dominant in, and the job growth has been increasing rapidly. So I don't see this trajectory going down anytime soon. Again, there's going to be those seasonal ups and dips, but we're not going to see bigs up and dips compared to bigger centers like Calgary, Toronto, and Vancouver. So what does this mean for you? Well, as a buyer, the longer that you wait, the prices are just going to go up. Yes, there is still high demand and competition right now, but it's just going to get worse and worse the longer that you wait into the spring market. And as for sellers, prices are rising, but the supply is tremendously low right now and demand is crazy high. So times like now, if you position your property well, you could be getting as high as you might be able to get in the spring. Obviously, don't have a crystal ball, don't know what's going to happen in the spring. Seasonally, historically, that tends to be a popular and busy time for buyers to shop and sellers to sell and prices to go up. However, right now, based off of what we've seen in the market, you're positioned in a great time to sell and get a good sell price for your property. So if you have any questions at all about what's happening in the Saskatoon real estate market, whether you're looking to buy to set yourself apart and gain a competitive edge and actually win a bidding war, I'd be happy to help you out with that. Or if you're looking to sell and position your property in the right category and marketing position in order to stand out with the right pricing to get that bidding war and drive up the price, I'd also be happy to help you out with that. Or if you're looking to invest and capitalize on the cash flowing, favorable landlord rental market that we have here in Saskatoon, again, there's some opportunities out there that I'd be happy to help you find. I have lots of off-market deals and good opportunities for investors that I love to work with as well. So if you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out to me. My contact details are in the description below, along again with all my free resources on my website. I'd be happy to connect with you, and until next time.